Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. Now today I am busy filming my review of this absolute pocket rocket, the Hyundai i20N. I've had this car from Hyundai for the last few days, and honestly I've had such a riot in it. I drove it up to the British Grand Prix at the weekend and had a brilliant time on the way there and on the way back. It really is a car you can throw down a B road with gay abandon. I absolutely love it. So there will be a video coming to the channel very, very soon. But if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And that's it. A very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. Glasses on. I shall start my timer. Okay, leader of the pack last week was Mark C. Now that is 5 weeks on the bounce. You are on a roll, my friend. Joined in the Magnificent 7 by Francois G, Ben Higginson, Paul Mead, Leanne Jackson, Paul Murphy, and Fenny56. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week, and the first 7 comments will be my Magnificent 7. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Gubby, who just moved into their new home in Abu Dhabi. Hope you're settling in well, mate, but wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below, and I'll give you a shout out next week. Last week's question was whether you'd bumped into anybody, any celebrity kind of famous motor racing hero, and where. Mark White won a competition to meet Lewis Hamilton and had a hot lap with him around Brands Hatch. That sounds pretty special, but there were some brilliant ones. This week's question is triggered by the fuel price at the moment in the UK. It is huge. I think I paid my most so far, £2 and 2 pence the other week. I just wanted to know, is it changing the way you drive? Are you driving slower to try and eke out more economy? Are you actually not making journeys because of the cost of fuel? I did some filming last week and I got back and realised how much I spent on fuel, and it really did make me think. And I've got to drive up to the British Open Golf next week and I'm thinking, oh, that's Scotland and back, that's going to cost me. Formula One. As I mentioned, I was actually at Silverstone at the weekend. My first British Grand Prix. I went to the European Grand Prix in Donington Park years and years ago. But honestly, it was an amazing experience to be there. But I just wanted to have a chat about the Halo. Because the Halo arguably saved 2 drivers' lives at the weekend. As I arrived at the circuit, there was literally, it happened as I was there, the Formula 2 crash. I don't know if you've seen it, where basically a car was launched off of a sausage curb and drove over the top of another car, and the Halo saved the driver's life, that's for sure. And then there was the first corner crash with Zhou going upside down and then flipping into the barriers. Now, where we were sat in our hospitality area, we couldn't see the crash. We just knew something was bad because we saw the crash on the big screen, or the George Russell going off on the big screen, and then the red flag came out, and you think, well, that's never a good idea. And it was a horror crash, and I remember there was a lot of people when Halo came out, they didn't like it. They thought it spoiled the aesthetics of the car. Even I didn't really like the look of it, but now I think a modern day Formula One car, if it doesn't have a halo, it looks weird. But it's certainly a device that saved some lives at the weekend. Really interesting. But what a race. I mean, seriously. For me, I think Lewis could have won that race had it not been for the safety car 10 laps from the end. He was on the right tyres and had good pace. And then obviously with the safety car, he didn't quite get them fired up. But what a race. Brilliant result for Carlos Sainz Jr. And it was just amazing to be at the race, and the last sort of 10 laps were incredible when Lewis went on the inside of those 3 other cars. I knew I was going to run out. I had so much to talk about. We could see it from our grandstand, and the cheers went up, and the atmosphere was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. I am running out of time, and I know everyone moans about me for the 180 seconds. I wanted to just mention the absolute cockwombles that did the fuel protest at Silverstone during the weekend, where they came onto the track when there was a live race going on and lay down on the track. I don't care what you're protesting about and how deeply held your beliefs are, but that is a stupid and foolhardy thing to do. It put the drivers' lives at risk, and it put the most important people, the marshals' lives, at risk. And basically, those people should be arrested and banged up. And as for these people that are driving slowly down the motorway because of the fuel crisis at the moment, driving slowly, that's not the best way to get fuel economy, my friends. It's just... But the protesters at Silverstone really did light a touch paper up with me. I was absolutely fuming at them. and I hope the letter of the law is thrown at them in a big, big way. There is simply no excuse for going onto a racetrack during a race weekend at all, but especially when it's a live racetrack with cars going around it at 100 mile an hour plus. Absolutely ridiculous. And then the last thing, just Friday's video. NASCAR video has had some amazing feedback. Everybody loved the style and the immersion that I tried to bring. Sadly, the YouTube algorithm doesn't like it very much. It's only done 4,000 views since it went live, which for me is very, very disappointing. I really did think that video was going to do well. But there is a NASCAR theme to this Friday's video because I'm driving a very special AC. It is the only one in the world. It's basically an AC Cobra underbody with a 1960s NASCAR engine in it and an AC Asica body. So it's basically a coupe AC Cobra. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful thing. It's original as well. It's not a continuation. It's not a kit. It is an original AC Asica body on an AC Cobra underbody with a NASCAR engine, and it sounded absolutely wonderful. But you'll have to tune in at 6 on Friday for that one. Put in the comments below what you think about the idiots that invaded the track, or your thoughts on Halo and Formula One safety at the moment, because I think we really did see something very special at the weekend. I'm so relieved that both drivers walked away uninjured. I mean, how Zhou walked out of that car and really didn't have any injuries is just unbelievable and testament to the safety of Formula One. I'm going to crack on with filming this car. I know I went over. But I don't care. See you on the next one. You take care, guys. Drive safe.